A storm is growing inside Formula One, and now even the man running the sport is openly admitting that something fundamental may have been lost. After months of criticism aimed at the 2026 regulations, Stefano Domenicali has made his position crystal clear. He wants the V8 engines back. And suddenly, what once sounded impossible is starting to feel very real. The current generation of power units has created major frustration across the paddock. Drivers have repeatedly complained about the heavy dependence on electrical energy, the strange power delivery, and the loss of what many call the soul of Formula One. Even after intense racing in Canada, both Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton continued attacking the new era of regulations. That's the real issue. The racing may still be exciting, but many inside the sport believe the feeling behind the wheel is no longer what Formula One should be. Now, FIA President Mohammed bin Sulayem has thrown fuel into the debate by publicly supporting the return of naturally aspirated V8 engines powered by sustainable fuels. And Domenicali is no longer hiding his enthusiasm either. Speaking to L'Equipe, the Formula One CEO said, "I have always said this. I support 1000% the return of the V8. He added that with lighter cars, sustainable fuels, and V8 engines, Formula One could rediscover the pure essence of motorsport. And this is where the situation becomes serious, because these comments are not coming from frustrated fans or retired drivers. They are coming directly from the two most powerful figures governing Formula One. This changes everything. What once looked like a distant fantasy is now being discussed openly at the highest level of the sport. But the situation is far more complicated behind the scenes. Domenicali also defended the controversial 2026 regulations, insisting the changes were necessary to keep manufacturers interested in Formula One. He admitted the sport had to avoid going fully electric while still attracting new engine suppliers. According to him, without those compromises, several manufacturers could have walked away entirely. Even so, criticism refuses to disappear. Verstappen and Hamilton both continued attacking the current direction of Formula One during the Canadian Grand Prix weekend. Many drivers feel the cars have become too artificial, too dependent on battery management, and complicated systems that fans barely understand, and it may not stop here. The pressure for change is growing with every race weekend. At the same time, the V8 conversation is becoming symbolic of something bigger. This is no longer just about engine sound. It is about identity, about whether Formula One wants to remain a pure racing category or continue moving deeper into a highly engineered technological battle. The next few years could define the future of the entire championship. For now, no final decision has been made, but with Domenicali and bin Sulayem both publicly supporting a V8 comeback, the political battle inside Formula One is only beginning. The biggest question now is whether the manufacturers will accept such a dramatic shift, or whether the sport is heading toward an even bigger internal conflict in the years ahead. What's your take on this situation? Share your opinion below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Formula One updates.